Hi, it's Chris from Wets Photographic. I'm here with Luke from Zeiss, and he's going to be taking us through the new CP3 lenses. So Luke, take it away.
Good afternoon. So we launched these, as you know, not very long ago in Vegas. They are an upgrade of the CP.2s, which have been the best-selling cine lenses of all time. We sold more than 30,000 of these suckers.
Wow.
But that was nearly 9 years ago, so we felt there was room for improvement.
Yep.
So what have we changed? Well, as you can see, they're smaller. The CP2s had a 114mm diameter on them.
Yep.
The CP3s have a 95mm diameter.
Okay.
They're also lighter, quite a lot lighter, and they're more even in terms of their size. So if you're using them on a gimbal or a drone or anything where weight and balance is an issue, they're very much more consistent.
Yep.
The only exceptions to that are the two telephoto lenses, the 100 and the 135.
Sure.
So we also improved the focusing. On the original CP2s, one of the few criticisms we got is the focusing is quite stiff, particularly if you went somewhere cold.
Yep.
On these, we've taken the helicoids and the designs from the Ultras and the Master Primes, and we've got a really silky, smooth focus on there. The other improvements we've made are to the coatings. Each of the individual elements inside there has got new coatings on each side. In the last 9 years, we've learned an awful lot about coatings, and that's greatly improved the quality of these new CP3s. So optically, they're pretty much ultra primes now.
Wow.
We've also leveled out the T numbers on them. So with the exception of the three super wides, the 18, the 15, and the 21, which are 2.9, the rest are all T 2.1. So you've got much more consistency in terms of size, shape, weight, and iris on them. You've got better optics, you've got better focusing. We didn't change what was good about CP2s though. So the interchangeable mount system was something that people liked and continue to like as camera models change every week. You can safely invest in your glass, and if you have to go from your Sony and you decide I now must use a red, rather than sell all your lenses and buy a new set and lose money, you can change the mount yourself. All you need is a torque wrench, which is just a screwdriver that puts them on with the right sort of torque. You unscrew these bolts in here, take the mount off and put another mount, say Sony E, on it goes. And that's literally user changeable. I can do it. It's that easy.
Pretty quick changeover then.
Yeah. Once you've practiced, maybe 5 minutes.
Wow.
We've also kept the beautiful 14 aperture blades on there. So the quality of the bokeh or the bokeh is beautiful, circular and smooth. Still have the 300-degree focusing throw, again for smooth, accurate focus pulls. We also have coming an XD version. Okay. These are the standard CP3s.
And what's the difference then?
Well, the XD versions have Cook Eye technology, so there'll be contacts on the back of the PL mount here. That will tell the camera, frame by frame, into the data, what iris the lens is set at, what focal length the lens is, and where it's focused, accurate to 1mm. But we've taken it further than that. For this, I have to show you a brochure, so I hope it comes out on your camera. We have, the XD versions have a port on the side of the lens, which allows you to plug into the post and record the data frame by frame. And that has all the characteristics of the lens, its distortion properties and its shading properties. So we've measured very, very accurately every single focus point, both those characteristics, and that's pumped straight into post. You can do that live. What's the benefit of that? Well, if you're doing virtual FX stuff, if you're doing 360 stuff, the complications of having distortion either at the edges or the tops of the frame and having to flatten it out to stitch the images together, that's all gone, because you can literally dial out the distortion and the shader. You can dial it to a neutral, but for artistic reasons you can then put it back or even exaggerate it. You can make the lens distort like a crazy thing.
Complete freedom to do what you want creatively.
Absolutely, And in the future, we're going to have more plugins which we can put into there. So if you want to make the lens look like this or like that, we're going to be able to sell plugins to be able to do that. So the XD lenses they allow Hollywood type technology right down at a really low owner-operator type budget. So they're very exciting, and we've broken new ground with the XDs.
That's great. It does sound very exciting. Thank you very much for your time there, Luke. Much appreciated.